So hello everyone. Today on MS Word Practical we will be learning how to prepare an envelope and send it to multiple different addresses of different names. Alright, using mail merge. So on the mailing section you can see over here start mail merge. So over here there's an option which allows us to share a document to many different recipients or prepare a document with the names of different recipients for individually. Alright, so today what we are going to do, we are going to prepare a simple envelope. Alright, and we are going to prepare it to send it to at least 6 people. So first what we need is we need the database. Alright, we need the list of people to whom we are going to send the letter, alright, or prepare the document. We need the database of for our mail merge. Alright, so we're going to prepare an envelope for these people 1 2 3 4 5 6. Alright, so here 6 people, so we are going to prepare an envelope for these people and their addresses are as follows. Alright, on the second column you can see, and on the third column you can see their pin code. It's all different for everyone, and we have their address on this E column, and this on the F one we can see over here, this is the sender's address. Alright, so it is probably my address. So over here as you can see email, so if you want to send an email of this document to every person over here, we have to enter the email addresses. Alright, so I didn't have different, so they're all one only, it's my email. So if you have to send an email to these people of this document, alright, once we prepare this document and then we are going to send it an email. If you're going to send an email, then we should have the list of email IDs also. So first of what we're going to need is the database for our document if you're going to use a mail merge option. Sorry for that. Alright, so now we're going to open up a new document in MS Word. Firstly we're going to page layout, we're going to go to size, and what we are preparing is an envelope, right? So we're going to select envelope. There are many different sizes of envelopes you can find, right? So I'm going to simply select an envelope, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to orientation and put it to landscape. So now in an envelope what we need firstly we need a space to provide all the addresses and names to whom we will be sending this letter. So what we are going to do, we're going to add up a table. We're going to use 2 rows and 4 columns for receivers, and we're going to drag the borders in order to make changes to this table format. We'll make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so this is good. So now we're going to bold our text, bold it and capital 2. Now on the next cell, address, pin code, sorry I forgot to bold it, let's bold it right away, let's bold it, and contact. So for this address I'm going to give it a little bit more space, right, and I'm going to select this whole column. I'm going to right align it, right? So here I have my first table. Let's position it a little bit towards the left side. I don't know why is my mouse not working? Okay, so now I'm going to select this table. Once I make a click, you can see this design appear, and what we're going to do, I'm going to select this whole table. Alright, so this key can do this. So I'm going to go to border and I'm going to remove all the borders. So I did no borders. I clicked on no border and then the table seems to disappear. And again I'm going to insert another table. Over here I'm going to add only 3 rows. So this table is going to be used for the sender's details. Alright, this table will come on this side. Make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so over here again, from address, contact. Okay, I'm going to select this again. I'm going to go to home and I'm going to right align it. So I forgot, actually I have to reposition this table also. Okay, so here you have. So now again I'm going to select this whole table. I'm going to go to design, go to borders. Before doing that, I'm going to add a little bit more space on this address, or did I just do that? So I'm going to give a little bit more space in the address. Right, so now I'm going to select this and I'm going to click on no border. Okay, so now I'm going to add all the list of these people. Alright, so we're going to prepare this envelope for every one of this individually. Alright, with all the addresses which are already present over here. So now I click on over here the first space where I want the data to be merged. So now I go to mailings. As I said, we need to know the location where we have saved this data. Alright, so its name is name list. Alright, and I have saved it in a folder called exp, which is present in desktop. Alright, so this is the location of this file. I should know that where I have saved the file. So first off, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to this option, start mail merge, and I'm going to click on select recipients. Alright, first off, what I'm going to do, select recipients, and when this list appears, I'm going to use existing list because we have already saved the Excel sheet, right, the database. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on use existing list, and then this box will appear. Alright, so now what we have to do, we have to go to the location of this file where I have saved this file. Alright, so I'm going to go to desktop and exp, as I have saved it in this, and I'm going to select the file. Right, so this file is named name list. Right, so I'm going to select the file and click on open. So once I do this, again it is asking me the data from which sheet do I want to add. Alright, so obviously it was in the sheet 1, so you have to check it if it's in sheet 1 or 2 or 3, or if you have added some extra sheets. Alright, so I'm going to select my sheet 1 as it was in sheet 1. So after adding the data, you can see these options have been activated. Right, they were not active before. So once we have selected the sheet we want, now I click my mouse cursor to the first place where I want the data to be merged, right? So to, so over here I want all the names, right? So I click on names. Now I click on the insert merge field. Alright, so I click my cursor to the space where I want my data to be added. Alright, so when I make a single click, this list will appear. Alright, so what are these? They are name, receiver's address, pin code, email, contact, sender's address, right? So you can see over here on the first column, these are the headings for our database, right? So which of these entries do you want to be entered? So over here I click my mouse cursor and the list. So over here what we want all the names, right? So it appears like this. Again, similarly we go to addresses and again insert merge field. We want this envelope to be made for these people of these addresses, right? So it's entitled receiver's address and pin code, it's for there, right? It's the heading, and email, it's contact, and sender's address. So once we have to add our list, from which list we want the data to be entered, and then we are going to address and insert merge field receiver's address, right? Similarly on the pin code we're going to add pin code, and then contact we're going to add contact, right? So from it is going to be my name, I think it is going to be constant in all of the other documents as well, right? But if you want it to be different in all the different letters, then you will have to add on different names with a new heading over here. Alright, so then you can change it the way you want. Address I have put so contact. So here I have my contact, right? So in the addresses I have made a list, so it will be over here sender's address, as I have put my address already in the database, so I can take it from the database itself, right? So I am going to take my mouse cursor over here, insert merge field, and sender's address, right? So after doing this, what we can do, we can now preview our results. On the preview results, once we make a click over here, so it is previewing our result to Prakash Mukhya, opposite police station, Devrali, Gangtok, pin code 77101, contact ending with 315. So what is this? This is the first entry that we had in our database, right? It was Prakash Mukhya of opposite police station, Devrali, Gangtok, pin code, contact ending with 315, and my sender's address is Mandarahim Swastik. So here I have my sender's address to Prakash address. So here I have. So now in order to a little bit make our envelope look a little bit better, what we can do, we can add on what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a watermark. Alright, it's a simple one. So if it's an invitation, you can custom your watermark, you can name it invitation, right? Or if it's urgent, so you can put on urgent. It is if it is something confidential, then you can put it up, right? So what I'm going to do, here are already all options, right? Do not copy if you do not want it to be copied. Samples, or I had one, so it's urgent for me. Alright, so here I have my envelope ready. So now what we are going to do, we are going to prepare this envelope individually for all the entries that I had in my database. for each and every one of them I want this envelope to be made specifically. So now what we're going to do, we did mailings, right? And now finish and merge, right? So this was our preview of our envelope. Now we're going to finish and merge. So like I said, if you want this document to be sent by email to every one of them, right? So what we need to have the list of email in our database, which we had created in the first step. So finish and merge. If you want to send an email, then what we can do, we can click on send an email, and this box will appear. And on to, what we can do, we have to click on email, because it contained all the email IDs, right? So once we, and mail format, what we can do, we can send it as an attachment file, and you can even write the subject. All right, so what was it? It was something urgent, so you can send it like this. All right, so once I click on OK, the system will automatically send an email to all the email addresses which I had entered in my database. Since I am not able to connect it to internet, I'm so sorry, I'm not able to show it to you. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on edit individual documents. All right, click on OK. Now what I see here, we will get all the envelopes for each and every one of them, right? First one was Prakash Mukhya, second was Gaurav Sukha from West Bengal, Silguri. So here is my database, so it is Gaurav Sukha and it is his pin code, right? So whichever, sorry, this was not it, so this is it. Yeah, so here we have, for every one of them we have created an separate envelopes to be sent. I hope this video was helpful to you, and you should try it yourself at home. All right, thank you everyone.